The wheel changer all put together, look. It's a hell of a thing. Farmer went all out with that one. I don't know which one he changed wheels on. I think it was his sprayer. But he said they went on piece of cake. They'll put on 900s, so you can go big with them. When we're using it, I'll show you around it. The parts came through for Charlie's tractor, and Ollie was here yesterday afternoon, and it's all back together again now. So all the UJs all back in. We can use tractor again. There, the tyre's gone on. Look, what has he put on there? Are they his spraying ones? They must be his spraying ones. 800s. There's the old fuel truck. I think prices have come down just a little bit. It's going to be a nice day, they're saying. We had about 2 mil of rain last night. We're over at Alistair's. We had a good day here yesterday. We had Charlie was over here finishing off the disking in the far field there. She's finished that off. We had Hamish here, he was rolling. Basically, we're trying to get a seedbed for winter wheat up here. We've come through with the disc first, scratched the top. It was just so hard after the summer we've had. So the only thing that would go is the disc, and we wanted to get all the volunteers growing. As you can see, they are all starting to grow. Yeah, the disc left it ever so knobbly on top. So Charlie has been on the the heavy rolls, crushing it all back down, flattening it again. Then me and Keithy here, Keithy's on the 8S, I'm on my 7718. They're both running the exact same. What we're doing is running the legs through a little bit deeper, just to encourage drainage over the winter. Then it gets a set of discs, so it gets chopped up again, even finer, then it gets pressed and packed down again. This is how it's leaving it after the discerator. So Charlie's rolling everything down that way. That's what it looks like after the discs. This is what it looks like after the discerator, after me and Keithy have been through with those. We're actually rolling this down again because it's just not good enough. It's not a good enough seedbed. You're still leaving those sort of lumps, and that's just not good enough. We've give it, it's out of what? 10 or 15 days of weather on it as well. We've had about an inch of rain. It's just not enough time to break it down. It's ever so hard. What we'll have probably, well, not probably, we will have to run the power harrow through here just before we start drilling. Maybe even sooner. They might even bring the power harrow up a little bit before. But it's, the years are all different, and it's tremendously difficult to get a seedbed. We've ran the legs through it, which has lifted it and freed it up a bit, but we're still going to have to probably run the power harrow through it just to knock it down, just to a finer seedbed. We're rolling this down again so that when we bring the power harrow through, it gives it a good bashing. Everything's tight and it just gives it it just works it. It's going to be probably expensive. Well, it is. It's going to be an expensive task of getting it in, but we will get it in. It's about getting the water away, getting drainage. This year it's ever so tight, as most of you are well aware, but all the volunteers are growing, look. So we're really chuffed with that. I didn't really plan ahead last night. I left my tractor here, then realised the Bowser was over at another farm. So I've given everybody another job. Running 2 discarators is, well, it's been a much better job, much quicker. It's a slow old job. We've got oil. Always check your oil when it's cold. Just give you a quick shot of Keithy. I'm right in the way, as per usual. Charlie's over there just getting ready. Keithy's on the GPS, so there we go. It's only a 3-meter machine, but the thing is ever so heavy. But now we got 2 of them, we can get some work done. I'm going to jump on the tractor now. Charlie's going to roll down ahead of us. She's got all this to roll down the next field. Hamish is he's working one of the other fields over the way. Got the front weight on the tractor just to try and balance things out a little bit, because this thing on the back, if you haven't got the weight on, Christ almighty, you're pretty much off the ground with the front. Anyway, front weight's on. We've got our engine rev set here. So that'll put to about 1500 revs. We don't need crazy revs. It's hard, but it's not crazy hard. So, and then all we do is literally drop her onto the floor. The machine comes down. Ideally, you want to do it on the move so it all comes in nice and smooth. And then it's just a case of simply driving along, we can go up a gear. You know where it's hard because you just hear it. You hear the engine note change. Time-lapse setup for you on the back. You can see the field greening up a bit. All the volunteers growing. That's what we wanted. And this will probably have another 2.5 weeks to let anything grow, and then Farmer will be up here to spray it off. With us running through it again, we're going to kill all these volunteers. Well, we won't kill all of them, but we'll kill the majority of them. We're hoping to cover all the ground with these tools, me and Keithy. Keithy's on holiday next week, so me and Charlie will most likely be on them next week. Give you a little look out the back. This field's quite strange. I'll show you when we get to it. We'll get to a bit of sand in a minute and you can go up a gear. Keithy will he'll cut me a nice block out because he's using the GPS. He'll cut me a nice block. I'll work my way across. It works quite nice. These fields are just disappearing. We've had well, we've been loading lorries in between, so we haven't had a full day of it yet. And I stupidly went home last night without the tractor, caused a load of jobs for everyone else because I forgot the fuel bowser isn't at home. So it's at one of the other farms. The old man, bless him, has got to go and get that, come to me, fill me up. Should have just took the tractor home, it would have been easier. But never mind, the fuel bowser will be available tomorrow. We're going to crack on. We've got 2 fields here to do. We're going to hopefully get those done today. We've got a load of wheat coming maybe. Charlie's staying ahead of us pretty tidy, and then we're going to crack on with the other side. Now the other side hasn't been touched yet, so it's literally, we'll have a look at it when we get to it, and we're literally, me and Keithy are going to pull it up once through with the discarators, then it gets left all winter, and we'll let the weather break it down. Look at this now, coming into some sand. Up the gears we go. Just that there, you could drill into that, that's no problem. Windows are filthy. Should have took the tractor home. Could have done my windows. But yeah, that there, if you had that sort of soil all over, you'd be laughing. But it's just a steam this end of the field. There goes Charlie. I don't think she's waving at us. Looking like we're going to get 2 more weeks of dry weather, so that's about as much rain as we're going to get for a little while. Farmer is drilling. Look at that, see that? Pulling the tractor back, that's just where it changes into that clay again. That's heavy, that's hard there. Lift her up on the button. Stick your weight in the edge. It's not a fascinating job really. Some say it's boring. You know, some people say it's a boring job. Keithy's coming back down my road. I got some lovely drone footage last night. Young David turned up, just on a whim. Going back down. I always start off in a lower gear, 3A. Get her going. That's hard there. That is an hard bit. Get out of that. Get into this sand again and go up a gear. Oh, not there. You will stall the tractor if you ain't quick with your gears. It's getting a bit lighter there. Yeah, you know, the discarator probably isn't everybody's tool, but we seem to get on with it pretty nice here. We always see nice results with it. So Farmer, and we never ever can't get around each farm every year. Some years you might, but Keithy has a long time on the discarator, so you get 2 of them going. It's 6 meters. You should be able to cover everything then. Sometimes, you know, some fields only have disking and it's not enough. There's not enough drainage there. Water lies on top, and yeah, you know, you see it in the crop the next year. So At least this way everything's getting a good leg through it, good drain of it, a bit better. Coming into the harder stuff, you can see it just changes. That sand, you see, power of that'll probably go too tight, you know, but what can you do? You got to feel with all types of soil in it. I love the look, that 8S, you can't beat that track. I love the look of it. Some people don't like it, but I love it. I like the lights on there. Next week, while Keithy's away, we'll probably be on the 8S, so we'll have a go and see how it compares to this one. I think he can get up a gear, he can go up a gear in there, he can pull it a little bit thing, but you don't want to be, you don't want to stick 300 horsepower on these things. All you do is rip the frames off them, you know. This thing pulls it plenty good enough. 8K for the most part. What it'll be like in the untouched stuff, I don't know. We'll see that when we get to it. Farmer did his parachute jump, and who did he see on the jump? One of Jim's daughters. So he actually was in the same plane. Unbelievable. How that works, I don't know. It's a once in a lifetime sort of experience, and yeah, you see one of Jim's daughters. So they did their jump, and I think her boyfriend did it as well, so oh, fair play to him. I wouldn't even get in the plane, no chance. I'd never ever do anything like that. I wouldn't do a bungee jump, none of that, no way. Yeah, we're just trying to get ready for winter crops really. We stopped for a week, you know, it was too hard, and we knew we were going to get a bit of rain, so we just left things alone. But now we've got to yeah, we've got to get it all ready now. 2 or 3 weeks till we start planting, probably 2.5 weeks, something like that. It's not going to get any better. There's no more rain in the forecast, so look at now, that's hard there, look. Coming up to the end, pick her up. We do our ups and downs, and then between me and Keithy, we will just fill in the only thing with this thing is tail swing. Always tries to go in the hedge. And right, I'm going to leave you guys to it. You got the gist of it. There goes Charlie. Not the funnest job, that one. We've all had to go. We've all had to go. Actually, Keithy hasn't. Keithy's got out of it. But ever so rough, you know, especially where it gets to the clay knobbles. Just ever so rough, but you know, it's doing a job. It's crushing the knobs down a bit more, and it is doing a job. And if you run the disc graters through that disc in, it just doesn't do the job if you flatten it all off and let the disc grater, you know, properly dig into it. Poor old Charlie's had days and days of it, but she'll be on the power harrow next, so she'll be liking that. That's a nice job. This is where the Alistair's winter wheat was, and Keithy's going to do this bigger field, I'll do this little field, and then we won't be in each other's way, and then the other fields will work together, I'm sure. We're going to see what this thing is going to do. Get the engine revs up, lock it down, door her down, see how hard she is. Tell you what, not too bad at all. I've got to concentrate because I'm right next to the thing. So I'm going to do the first one, then we'll come back.
Yeah, I was going to put mine down a notch, but not.
Okay. Should I do that?
Yeah.
To go deep, you just go one down.
Yeah.
I see, and that'll
half a hole.
let the roller come up a bit, will
Yeah,
it?
that's half a hole. That'll
Yeah.
be a full hole.
Oh, I got it.
No, so that's full hole. That'll be half a hole.
And then you adjust this one afterwards?
No, you shouldn't need to touch that. That only stops it going back that way.
Oh.
Covers the weight when you pick it up.
Light soil, isn't it?
Yeah. This will get hard when you get down there.
Does it? So we might have to go back up again.
We'll see what it does. I'll go down here.
Do you adjust anything else?
And just shorten the top bit once.
Alright.
Might just have to pull it in a bit.
Yep. Should I do that now?
Yeah, let it down, just pull forward and let it in.
I'm a right noob at this. Yeah, Keithy's here to what he's done is shorten the top link, which has pushed the legs down a tiny bit deeper just to get the legs digging in a little bit more, and we've let the roller down just to incorporate the disc a little bit more. So we'll see what it does now. It was pulling ever so easy. It was doing an okay job, but you want it to do the best job it can, really. What am I doing? Need a gear. Handbrake. Start at 3A. Let's see what this does. That's better. I can feel it working a bit better. Straight away, you know, you can feel it tugging on the tractor more. Going in a bit deeper. Straight away looks a little bit better. Try and keep the line straight. We want to have both disc grators doing the same jobs as well. You know, you don't want it looking different and wondering why the job's different at the end. So we try and keep them the same. Definitely pulling a bit harder, which is good. You know, we're getting underneath it. So on the harder stuff, it might be a bit different case. It's quite light soils over this end. As you get going down the hill a bit, it's a bit different. So we'll have a look. Sun's coming down. Gonna get a nice sunset, looks like. Me and Keithy are just going to keep at it until, I don't know, it's 5:15. We usually head home about 7. But yeah, making short work of it with 2, that's for sure. We've got all of the stuff to do at home. We've got all of Peter's farm to do. We've got, what else have we got? Yeah, there's loads to go at yet. A couple of weeks worth. Right, I've got a telegraph pole to deal with now. Okay, the sun's coming down now. Nearly done this field. It's only a small one, but yeah, I didn't think I was going to get it done. But making good time. And we've got a disc grater in a little bit deeper. It's doing a real nice job. Tractor's keeping up. So yeah, it's all good. Soil gets a bit heavier as we get down the farm a bit. So we'll see what it does tomorrow. Been a banger of a day, real good day. We've had a hell of a day. I've topped up with fuel and I'm nearly at our fuel again. So we've got through it today. Some days you're plagued with problems, and other days you're just, you know, you can just get a big chunk done. It's quite nice. We got, what did we do? We did that massive field, that big field with a pond in the other side. We did the triangle. Keithy's done the same again over there. We've had a real good day. I imagine a good day tomorrow, and maybe Friday half a day, we'll be done. We'll be done up here, and we'll move on to something a bit closer to home. I don't know if I'll have enough fuel to make the day tomorrow. I imagine it will be, I don't know, by the end of the day I'll be running out, I know I will. And the van's the other side of the farm, so I've got to figure out what I'm going to do. But I'll start sitting in a minute. I love these autumn nights. You get a night like this in the autumn, just beautiful. Nice and warm, not too hot, not too cold. Just beautiful. Right, there we go.